mostly one downstroke and the rest of it upstrokes.
Yeah, pretty much. There's maybe one or two downstrokes.
Yeah, and another thing we do in the middle of these this tune is when we're playing. We play much the whole thing, and then when we get to the E, somebody plays like a weird lick or something. So he usually plays some kind of off thing.
Sometimes I'll do.
And
sometimes he'll go.
Sometimes I'll go. Just something bluesy, you know, in the A minor pentatonic, 5th fret. And another thing that Paul Gilbert does is right on that F.
I love that.
It just
that
little distorted.
That's a sustain.
Different pickup positions you experiment with.
It's killer. But then, other than that, it's pretty straightforward. As far as solos, I don't write out anything, and you could probably go back and listen to it and hear about 1,000 mistakes I did. I don't care, because I like playing. But I play in the 12th position whenever I'm doing the solo. And I actually play, it's in the key of A minor, but I'm playing in the shape as if you would play like an E minor, because it translates. Don't ask me how. Somehow in the theory of these chords, they relate.
Yeah.
And I just know that through playing for about 10 years that I found out that A minor plays as well with E minor in the same chord structure. I touch again on the that little riff there throughout my solos, and I do a lot of extended bends, very B.B. King style, where I hold it and
a little vibrato.
Notice that. Just, I put a lot of feeling into it. I really want to be able to do all the 1,000-note solos, and sometimes I fake it till I make it, and it sounds horrible. But where I excel is the single note, B.B. King style, just letting it ring. And then, like I was telling you on the earlier video, and if you didn't watch it yet, I'll touch on this. Whenever I play my solos, whenever it's the main solo, whenever it's the licks, I just go double channel distortion on this hot rod. It's the more gain setting. But whenever I'm doing my main, as they say, balls out solo, just hard solo, I've got every dirty channel on, and I've got my hardwire TL2 Master metal distortion on, and it really just helps cut those high notes, push them through the roof, and it just really helps cut through the signal. Of course, then whenever I'm done with mine, I'll hit my last note and just cut the pedal off and just vibrato and let him take over. There's no need for me to go over what I do in my solo, because it's kind of pointless, because I'm just fiddling.
Well, there's also a thing called jam etiquette, and you'll notice that when we're playing, if he gets done, like if he's just all out ripping, he'll go and he'll come back here, and what I learned from Paul Gilbert is you make sure you turn your volume all the way down so that nothing feeds back on the other person's solo. So he's either back there quiet or he's just doing some little...
That same little riff piece I told you is... Yeah, that little piece...
And that way I can cut through on the solo.
Yeah, it's excellent to play behind somebody doing solos for this song. And that's mostly what I did. I would wait till it gets down to the G or the D with the F sharp shape, and I would just pick up right there and just come right back real quiet. And when it was my time to solo again, I did so. And then as far as the only time I went maiden all out with my tone was just my single solo after the second chorus. And then I cut mine back down to the double, the more gain setting, and then I left it there the rest of the song.
And once again, for most of my solo, I'm on the tone zone pickup, because it cuts through a lot of this, the overtones that we have. When I was soloing, like I said, I'm in the A minor shape pentatonic on the 5th fret. Some of that stuff.
Very bluesy.
Some bluesy stuff, and then when I start going up, I'm kind of winging it. Whatever sounds good, like I said in the last video. Just a scale up, but then you'll know when you hit a sour note. And that don't belong there. So you the next time you practice it enough, so the next time you know to skip over notes, and you know what sounds good, what doesn't, and you experiment like that. And that's the best way to learn and to create your own style, whatever sounds good to you. Feel like I hit a sour note. I was like, okay, I don't go there, I go back down to here. And that's on the 12th fret there. I'm bending that B string up two steps. Actually, a half a step.
I was gonna say that's a major bend there for 2 steps.
Yeah. And Paul Gilbert does this little lick that I finally learned.
Did you tell he's a fan of Paul Gilbert?
And that's just, I actually wrote it down on a piece of paper. It's the root.
A minor.
If you're an A minor, it's the root. The root, the second, the third, the fifth, and the eighth. If it was a minor A, but this needs to be a minor third.
For all of you that's Greek out there, like this guy, just watch what he does and practice it.
Yeah, it's starting. I don't know. We're probably over our time, but we have to extend it to 2 lessons. I don't know, but it's starting on the 7th fret D string, where that A is. So that's the root.
And then basically at that point you just follow the 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8.
Like a skip chord. And you're going to go up here to 12th fret.
Basically all that is just a scale. That's how all solos are, it's scales. You find the root note and you play a scale.
Yep. Whatever sounds good, and then you have a song that comes out of it.
Yeah. But for most part, don't try to be too technical. Just play from here.
Play what you feel.
Play what sounds good, and you know, it doesn't matter if your solo is just a.
Just some filling beans.
Don't let anybody take that away from you.
Even if you stay in that one spot, I mean, you can come. Once again, Paul Gilbert.
Thousands of possibilities.
He has a little shape. And, you know, that one shape, if you'll look on, I think it's Guitar for Mars Part 2, Guitar for Mars. It's the same shape on all 3 strings. You got a whole step, then a half step. And he doesn't run it up and down like that, but he has sequences. That's another thing to practice. Scale sequences, patterns within that scale. And I'm telling you, he can make that one little shape, staying in that same position, just sound like a blazing fury of notes. I'm telling you, it just sounds awesome.
And all that is tone, metronome, and a lot of patience.
Yeah. Eventually you'll get to where you'll want to get outside that box, and if you do, that's fine. Just whatever sounds good to your ear, that's the most important thing.
So tune in next time when we try to cover another song. We don't know what it is yet.
We got a couple ideas, but
yeah, we got a few ideas. But if you have anything you'd like to hear specifically, nothing too hard, like Paul Gilbert, I will punch you.
Yeah.
We like to jam. That's our thing. That's what this whole thing started off with. Is just jamming, and we like to jam for you. And check us out.
Yeah. Don't know our name yet, but you'll find it out when we figure it out ourselves. We got another channel for this exact thing, so. We're thinking maybe Sword and Stone, since I'm Sword and he could be Stone or something, I don't know.
My name's normally Mud.
Like I said, it might be Two Bros Jamming, it might be something else, I have no idea.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Check us out.
Stay tuned next time, subscribe. Don't you dare forget to subscribe. If you've subscribed to my other channels, you've got to subscribe to this one. This is all things electric. This channel is just for electric guitar. There'll be electric lessons, electric jams, and all kinds of stuff, and I think he's got a sign-off flick here.